Humiliation began in the 4th minute. A close-range header from Zivkovic, the start of an inspired comeback by Partizan Belgrade. Rangers' lack of European experience certainly showing. Steve Wicks hauling down Zivkovic, and a penalty for the Yugoslavs. Converted by Kalichanin, and the Rangers' original 4-goal lead halved by half-time. 2 minutes into the second half now, and a moment of personal disaster for goalkeeper Peter Hucker. A long-range shot from Jesic that Hucker fumbles over the line. A 50,000 crowd amazed by these scenes, roaring on Partizan. And when Zivkovic wrapped in the 4th goal after 64 minutes, Rangers were beaten by the 2 away goals from the Yugoslavs in London.
So the 2 Rangers, that is the Glasgow side, who almost overcame a 3-0 defeat against Inter Milan, and the one just around the corner here in West London, Queen's Park Rangers, who despite a 6-2 lead just couldn't resist a hostile atmosphere and the shoot on sight Partizan Belgrade side.
The disaster for Queen's Park Rangers began as early as the 4th minute. When they failed to clear the ball, it came back across the box and Zivkovic opened the scoring. For him, it was a celebration having just come out of the Yugoslavian army. The score remained that way until 5 minutes before half-time, when Steve Wicks was adjudged to have brought down Mance, and that gave the opportunity for Kalkanen from the penalty spot. 2-0 at half-time, and only a minute after a restart came a moment that will haunt Peter Hucker. He seemed to have Jesic's shot well covered, but it bounced off his body and over the line. Just on the hour came a moment for the record books. The first time a team have conceded a 4-goal lead in a European tie. Zivkovic was the scorer again, though as well as looking at their records, UEFA will look at this celebration. Is this not inciting a crowd?
I've never been involved in a football match with such frenzy from supporters, and I can see why we were beaten the way we were beaten. I've never come across it in the whole of my life that happened in Yugoslavia on Wednesday.
What about the performance and the attitude of the players?
I don't think there was any wrong with the attitude. I think the performance wasn't particularly good. But then again, I mean, all those people that were there, journalists that were there, the television people weren't there, but they will give you probably an even better example than I could give you, because it was absolutely unbelievable.
Is the talk of the ghost of Terry Venables, that this is Terry's club and they miss him and all the rest of it? Is that a problem for you?
It's, I think it would always be an initial problem to start, yes. And I think, you know, before the season started, yeah, there was always going to be a Terry Venables thing because he was very successful here. But from the first time the ball was kicked against West Bromwich Albion, I mean, it's my side. It's my team. I bought 3 or 4 players to come to the club, but most of the players are still here with Terry. My ideas of the way the game should be played may be different from Terry's, I don't know. But they're my side. And, I mean, when you say they miss him, why didn't some of them go to Barcelona when they could have gone, I suppose? I can't see that again. I mean, I think when things are not going well, people try to find other angles, and I don't think those angles are there, really. So the ghost really is the angles.
Alan Mullery talking to David Icke. What a disappointment for Alan and Queen's Park Rangers, but let's...